Welcome back, Daily Show. 9. I do get paid. 10:20. That's the time. Brad and Mark in the studio. American Digital Security. Get ready for the Roadshow. February the 26th. And this is going to be a really nice event, 10 to 4:30 p.m. on the day. And we were talking before we came on, Brad, Mark, and just a great opportunity for, really businesses that are all throughout this region, those small, maybe mid-sized businesses, to see what's out there to really help them help themselves.
Absolutely. Most of these companies don't know what's available today. And we find that the smaller, medium-sized businesses get overlooked by a lot of the integrators in the industry. And we want to change that. We want to bring them in, show them what's available, show the technology off, and just make them feel like they're as important as the big guys in this industry.
Fantastic. And before we go into the highlights of the event, take me through your guys' background with ADS and just our American Digital Security and your tenure there.
You want to go first?
Mark's the GM
Mark's got it.
of his office, yeah.
I'm the general manager at the St. Louis branch.
Okay.
I had 30 years in telecom prior to getting into the security industry. Okay. 5 years in the security industry, and the technology, a lot of it is just mind-blowing. It improves every day. There's something new every day. If you don't want to keep learning, this is the wrong spot to be. Everything from your standard core products, just CCTV, access control, to autonomous drone surveillance or thermal radar imaging, things along those lines. There's a lot of stuff available that can help every business, small, medium, large. It doesn't matter.
Absolutely. And Brad, what are your thoughts, your background with the company?
I started in this industry in '98, so I've been doing it a couple of years. And, we do everything from large sports entertainment complexes in St. Louis, pro sports, hospitals, healthcare, K through 12. So, like Mark said, it's an ever-changing industry, and you got to stay on top of it.
Well, and you guys truly have one of the true industries where someone's always trying to beat you, right?
Absolutely.
And that's why I'm sure, the research and the homework side of things is so vital for what you guys do when you're meeting with businesses of all sizes.
And nobody's problems are the same. Everybody has a different issue they're trying to fix, whether it's employee theft, whether it's security, whether it's safety for staff and students at schools, or, just property protection, these storage lots and stuff like that that's got boats, campers, we can protect all of that. So everybody's got a different story and a different issue they're trying to fix, so it keeps it kind of fun.
Well, and that really leads into to my next point is the who, why, what, and where's of this event is because, if I'm a business owner, I really wouldn't know where to start when it comes to, I would just think, okay, should I go and ask about some, cameras? Is that just it? Or not really understanding what that need is?
Let's start with... We've got a great team of guys, several guys with double-digit years in the industry. Yeah. But we'll come out and we'll do a threat assessment, no charge to the customer. There's other things outside of the security realm that you can use within security. For instance, heat maps.
That's interesting.
For a retail operation, so you can tell where people spend the most time. Which end cap is getting the most traffic. Really? So that can help you with your marketing and things along those lines. So there's a lot that you can do with our products other than just security.
And now, is there an option too, and this is just top of the head thing, where even for venues where they can, use it for, really getting an accurate number on, guests and attendance and all that good thing?
People tracking coming in, coming out, the delta difference between the two. The software's smart enough to tell you, hey, when business closed, there's 3 more people that came in, but they didn't exit. Where are they at? So, banks, retail stores, stuff like that you read stories of people hiding in a room,
living in Toys R Us.
Exactly. So there's different things out there, but the main thing is changing the age-old security of being reactive. Somebody broke in, we pull the camera footage and we do it, and now we're going to be proactive with all the analytics. It takes the legwork out of having to do the research yourself. Let the systems do it for you.
Absolutely.
And as Brad's talking about people counting, it just kind of reminds me that we've heard about vape sensors for years now, right?
Oh, yeah.
For vape and smoke detection, THC, that type of stuff. We now call those environmental sensors because they do so much more air quality, but they also count people. So
wow,
it's a perfect opportunity if a space that has to be private. You want to know how many people's in it. There's no camera, so it can count people without having a camera attached to it.
And I'm guessing without violating certain laws.
All the rights, HIPAA rights, everything is all protected by this.
This is fantastic. So, I guess the biggest question is, I'm sure the thought of the price could maybe scare some small businesses or medium-sized business, but I'm sure that there's something for everybody.
There is a budget for everybody. We have financing terms with people too.
Oh, yeah.
We have vendors that offer in-house financing for the small business. We do lease programs. We can get creative to fit anybody's needs. That's why we're trying to get the small business mind to think that, hey, we can do this too.
It's obtainable.
Exactly.
Yeah, and if we do a threat assessment, we can map out a plan, maybe phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, phase 4.
Oh, yeah.
Let's take care of your biggest vulnerabilities first, and then kind of layer it as we progress and the funds become available.
You know how I told you I get paid for this? It's at Rustic Roots. I forgot to throw that big detail out. February the 26th, Rustic Roots, and really just a great space, a big space for this, so I'm sure you're going to have it full jam-packed.
There'll be free lunch. Nikki G's one of our caterers.
Oh, they're great.
They're going to be providing free lunch. Then we have Motorola and Verkada sponsoring a happy hour. Mingle network with the other businesses, the other manufacturers, so it'll be a good day.
Absolutely. Before we take a quick break and we come back to this conversation, you can go right now to the RiverBender.com event section. See this right here? That is the American Digital Security Roadshow. You go down here and RSVP for your spot. It'll take you right there. You can fill out all that great information. No cost to attend, but really just gathering details and make sure that we got enough love for everybody.
And the live demo schedule is at the bottom of that page.
Oh, good. Well, we'll be talking about that in a second, because now I got to ask you one CJ question. For the threat assessment, do you guys try to break into their business or something?
There's different levels of it, but we'll definitely expose your weak spots in your plan. Yeah.
Great question.
One of the fun parts of the job.
10:28. We'll come back and talk all about the St. Louis Security Roadshow through ADS. You stay there. We'll be here. RiverBender.com, Roku TV.
At Alton Elite Jiu-Jitsu, we help students of all ages build confidence, discipline, and real-world strength. Join a supportive community that challenges you to grow both on and off the mat. Experience the art of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu with a 7-day free trial at our new location. Call 618-795-2692 or visit AltonElite.com to start your journey today. Train hard, serve others, live elite at Alton Elite Jiu-Jitsu. When you need a project done right, on budget, and on time, trust Gillahan Concrete. Gillahan handles every kind of project, big and small. Commercial, industrial, residential, from room additions and garages to patios, driveways, and more. Gillahan brings quality and experience to every job. Family owned with over 30 years of service to our community. Call today at 618-781-3914 or visit GillahanConcrete.com.
With over 20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
Bailey Show, welcome back. 10:30 on the nose. The ADS, American Digital Security. I didn't realize that's what ADS was for the longest time, so now I'm just kind of stuck saying it, It's kind of just, it feels good. And it feels good knowing that you're protected in your business, and you can be a part of this Security Roadshow. And you guys are flying in folks all throughout the country to be a part of this. And I think it's really cool to have an organization and a corporation so large really focusing in on just the smaller side of the market, because I'm sure some of the lucrative those high security stakes, the sports teams, that's what everyone chases, but there's still needs here.
There's a lot of need for the small business, and more now than it used to be.
Oh,
It used to be just a burglar alarm for small business, and now that's pretty dated. So just trying to change the way they think about it and the way they go to market. So
Fantastic. And we were teasing before we went to break that there's going to be some demos that are available that day as well. And, let's go through that. What are some of the demos that we're going to be experiencing, those live presentations? I know that they start at 11:35.
Yep, 11:35. So we've got live presentations from several of our vendors. We got Motorola. They do everything from body cameras, LPRs, to traditional access control and cameras. We've got Vaxtor, which is a company that's all AI software for tracking containers, whether that's on the rails, the rivers, the highways, semis, anything that's got a DOT number it can track. Then we have the cloud offerings for security and cameras and access control from Verkada and Avigilon. We have the traditional security at DMP, which is your traditional burglar alarms. They have cameras and access control as well. iPro is a partner of ours that specializes a lot in K through 12. Mm-hmm. They have a Class Secure. They have panic systems for the healthcare and education platforms.
That's great. Real quick, for private schools and even because there's a lot newer private schools opening up throughout the Riverbend. What a great opportunity.
Absolutely. And, that's what makes the news a lot, unfortunately, is a lot of the school issues. And we do a lot of K through 12. Zero Eyes is an AI partner of ours that is a visible weapons detection. So it uses your existing systems, your existing cameras, puts an overlay onto it, and will alert 911 and the owners when they see a visible firearm without any interaction from humans. We've got Evolve, which is our walk-through, basically concealed carry weapon detection system. You see them at the Blues, you see them at the Cardinals. Then we got Land Sky.
Not to cut you off, could those be used at a bar?
Absolutely. There's a lot of them deployed, especially around college towns.
Makes sense. Wow.
Columbia, stuff like that. So, everybody's supposed to be paying attention to the concealed carry stickers on the windows, but, it goes on without being watched too much. So it's a layer of security for it. Land Sky AI is our drone partner, so they have 2 locations. They monitor and man the drones from their locations. They can do on schedules. Our cameras can trigger the drones to pop out automatically. They can go up to about a 45-mile range, all FAA approved, all licensed through those.
And is that to make sure survey land and
so check? Basically it's a large site perimeter. So gotcha. That or PDs. A camera triggers something, that drone can go there. It can be there before emergency response. You can see what's going on, so your first responders know what they're walking into. They're getting a live feedback from it, and they don't have to have a full-time employee scheduled or trained how to fly that. It's all done remotely.
Fantastic.
So that's a cool offering.
It also will sometimes circumvent the need for human interaction.
Because, they can communicate through it two-way. They can talk down. Crowd disbursement, just like on a block party, they can fly it over the top, they can talk through it, they see a fight, whatever it is, and shut it down before it happens.
A kid runs out on a football field at a school after hours, that drone could be enough of a deterrent where you don't have to send an officer
and waste
out
resources.
there too. Right.
Yeah. Fantastic.
And then we got thermal radar, which is perimeter protection, all based off of thermal imaging radar sensors. We can cover about 200 acres with one sensor. Know if it's the difference between a car, a human, a dog, a deer, whatever it is. So that'll be on display.
200 acres.
Yeah. It's pretty impressive stuff. So we'll have that there. Then LPRs, body cameras from Motorola. So just a lot of different stuff for people to get hands-on, meet with the vendors, meet with the manmanufacturers, and see it firsthand.
And some of the stuff that's not going to be a live demo, we're going to have Lincore sound masking on display. Salto, which is a wireless access control platform, power solutions like Ultronics and Eaton Triplite. So there's going to be a lot of stuff there, and not everybody has time to do a demo, but it's going to be on display, and there'll be a booth, and people have the opportunity to experience it.
Well, and honestly, just a great thing to experience, and honestly, I'm sure there's so many people that have no clue about half of the stuff existing.
Absolutely.
DAS systems, Motorola radios.
Yeah.
We have a cybersecurity company that's a sister company of ours that they're offering analysis on cybersecurity of businesses. They're going to be there talking about it. Just there's something for everybody.
Yeah.
I like it. Well, and now there is going to be a happy hour from 4:15 to 5:45, so that way you guys, after you're learning all this, and
You can relax a little bit.
you're ready to go forward with your security features. This is going to be cool, and I think that there's a lot that really tie in just specifically to the Riverbend, and really could help so many folks out
Absolutely.
So can we count on CJ to show up?
Well, I don't know. What can I get down here to make me safe? Because that door is not really helping nobody.
I mean, we can put some access control on that door for you.
I think a mouse could fart and break that window, I don't know. But, I actually do want to check this out, because this is something new for me to really experience. And what I think is so important is really just to get an insight to really the advancements in this industry regardless, because it would blow folks away, I think, especially like 5 years. You've been in since 98, so I can only imagine the whirlwind.
Different. It's different.
And even in 5 years, just the constant, refresh of ideas and the reemergence of new technology.
And what we don't want people to think is we're expecting everybody to want to buy something. We want them to come see it, whether it's planning for next year, the year after for your business. Maybe you're buying a new building and you're thinking about, wiring and doing it now in a remodel. We want everybody to come, whether you need it now or 6 months down the road. It's a good experience to see it all.
As you see on your screen there, we're on the bottom part of that. You can also register for a chance to win some St. Louis Blues tickets, too.
Absolutely.
That's correct.
I like that. So whenever you go, you click on the event calendar, you find this RSVP for your spot here. Register to attend, and just take a look at this. There's going to be some really great information on this, and maybe do a little bit of research before you go, and have an idea of what you're looking for and how they can help you, really help your business.
We appreciate your time, and we look forward to seeing everybody.
I like this.
Thank you very much, CJ.
So I got to ask you, before I let you go, one more CJ question. Some of these security demonstrations are pretty fun, I've seen. Which has been the most memorable for you that you've been able to encounter?
I think the drone stuff like that is probably the most eye-opening for people to see the roof hatch open. The drone deploys on its own.
They call it a hive.
Yeah,
So it's the bee coming out of the hive.
It's like advanced, stuff.
Outside of that, I think probably the thermal radar imaging is just really
And the
grabbed
visual
my
gun
attention.
detection.
Yeah.
We did a lot of local schools with it. So seeing firsthand law enforcement it knows the difference between a holstered weapon and a brandished weapon. So it's smart enough to know that automatically. So we're learning every day, too. When new technology comes out, we try to stay up, but it's ever changing. So just exciting times.
Thanks, guys, for stopping by and filling us in on this.
Appreciate it.
We'll take a quick break. 10:37, a little bit of change. We're going to come back with the Eastern Missouri Beekeepers, learn more about them right after this.